Here's how you're going to maximize every single second of your day. And not because you need to be more productive, but because I know you need more.
I used to ride 40, even Corolla. I was broke with a bad chick, color cola. But she used to act up like a name Viola. So I had to cut her off, now I name older. X-Files, bad up like Kroger. You ain't even have to open, you can smell her odor. Got a bunch of niggas hoping they can mess me over. But I really been the shit and I ain't changing odor. Next style, when I brought up, I can't lie, I'm blessed, I'm older. On my side, it's less than no love. You might die, get stretched like yoga. Felt like I was destined for the pain and torture. Trying to keep my flame, but the rain gets colder. Every drop lit, help me gain composure. Life is a game, well, nigga, game over. Damn right a nigga gon' flex. 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 Down in this bitch and I'm feeling like a bicep. Take a side steps from the haters, that's on my steps. Know what life is and I grind up by the privates. With a vice grip while I'm steady dodging vices. On the prizes, one focus, no surprises. Where your eyes is, they ain't seeing nothing like this. Dropping science, like my name is really Isaac. Know that I'm sick, but I never need a Heimlich. Cause I never be choking. Used to be broke, but never was broken. I came and spoken into existence, I should be quoted. This shit is golden. Was a black sheep, but I should be golden. Excuse my indulgence, I am just trying to live in the moment. Time is precious, I'm a die legend. Y'all niggas so sweet, y'all diabetic. And you don't know shit, need to find a lesson. That's why your life always measured a lesson. Haters always come with incredulous questions, but you can't stop a nigga tether the blessings. That's why you forever next to the section, but never in this bitch. And while I'm in this bitch, damn right a nigga gon' flex. 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 Damn right a nigga gon' flex.
Damn. It's Monday. We here. We locked in. We might as well get the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? We might as well get a move on. Like, damn, bro. That episode got 1 million views? What? That is crazy. All right. I think it's safe to say that we should get a boogie on. We should go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste no more time. Let's just go ahead and dive in. Let go.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's popping? What are we saying? Huh? What's the word? I'm just always silly like this. I can't help it. Can I get to my chat, please? Is it so much to ask? Let me go to my channel. I don't want to go to my channel. I want to go to my studio. Why can't I go to my studio? Yo, YouTube, stop making changes when I'm not prepared. What are we doing? Cut it out. No, but for real, why can I not go to my studio? Oh. Bro, that's the... Hey, guys. Why can't I go to my YouTube studio from my YouTube app so I can go to my recording and go to the chat? Why can't I do that? Why you playing with me? See, I go to this part Oh, hold on, let's go home. We'll come here. Or maybe I should close it and open it again. Hold on. But what's up, everybody? What we saying? What we saying? How we doing? How we feeling? Welcome back to the Fleximan Network. If I view channel, I'm going to the main page. I don't want that. I don't want premium either. I'm gonna say $0. That's cap. That is cap. There's no way I'm doing this with no chat. We're not doing that. Can I go to the YouTube studio in another way? What's going on though? What's everyone saying? I hope everyone's doing good. As of right now, I cannot see the chat, unfortunately. I'm trying to get that on my phone. The usual method that I use is not currently working right now for some reason. So I'm just troubleshooting and trying to figure out as to why it is not working. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Happy Monday. You know, Mondays are not the best days of the week. But, you know, when we have things like this going on, regardless if it's my live stream or somebody else's live stream, we make your Monday better. You know what I'm saying? We make your Monday better because you deserve a good Monday. Amen. What is happening? What is going on? Bro, we were doing so, okay, no cap. We were doing so well. And now it's just like everything just fell apart. I don't know why this keep happening, bro. I'm out here trying to be great, and there's always something afoot. Like, there's always something afoot, bro. Like, come on, work with me. Can we not do that? Is that so hard to ask for? Okay, I think the one on my computer is loading up. It will take a while, but it should be good to go in a bit. And then I'll be able to see the chat, because as to why I can't see it right now, yo, God knows, bro. So, YouTube app. That is interesting. That is quite interesting. Oh, well. Looks like I don't have a chat right now for a little bit. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Do. Do I want to switch account? I do not want to switch accounts. Manage your Google account. No. And it looks like the one on my computer is not working either. Either way, today's going to be pretty stacked. I'm not going to lie. We do have a couple videos that we're going to be going through for today. A lot to talk about. Me personally, I thought I was going to get an answer as to why everyone's channels are getting hacked, but it looks like the story is still developing. Originally I had a video lined up, but I think I want to do another reaction to kind of like I'd say to give a better reaction, because the one I did yesterday on Twitch, that's cool and that's great, but I know we can do better, so that's what we're here to do for today. A couple other videos, of course. We got the XXL that we're going to be talking about. The first half is up, and two of my favorite rappers are in the first half. So God knows what the hell is going to happen with the second half. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. If honestly speaking, they should have split up Chris Patrick and Lareezy, because those are the two best guys in the group. Now, what is their performance going to sound like? I don't know. That's why I am scared and concerned, because XXL has been on a massive downhill, but because of its downfall, it has allowed other platforms that have their own ciphers to pop up and do great things, right? So, of course, on the Radar, they had an outstanding performance. They had an outstanding freestyle cipher. So that was definitely a treat, and that is also definitely the top shelf currently. After that, hey, bro, you just got to choose your own, because XXL is not the top anymore. It is not the authority. I think On the Radar is the authority right now. That's me personally. Of course, some might disagree. Some might think XXL is still number one. But all I'm saying is it don't got that star power anymore. With how they're moving right now, and we know how they're moving because they're accepting some sort of payola at XXL, which is not a surprise. But the fact that y'all have made it that obvious makes me scared for the future of XXL. And to be honest, with this XXL this year, a lot of us should be terrified just because you got DJ Drama, okay, doing the spinning for the beat doesn't mean it's going to be nice. I heard the beat's trash. I'm gonna just keep it tall with you. The beat is trash. It's actually quite disappointing. But you know, it is what it is. Who the fuck was that? I know I'm not the only one that heard that shit. Some sort of like bike horn or something. Like, don't do that to my spirit. That wasn't necessary whatsoever. All right, let's just go ahead and get that out the way. Is my chat active? Oh, we are here. We are here and we are locked in. Finally, the chat is present. What's going on with the live, though? What's going on with the live? That's probably something I should be looking into. I hope it's not members only because we're not going to have that today. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this one right here. We're going to separate it from the group. We're going to go here. We're going to go live. It better not be members because if it's members, I'm going to be vexed. I ain't going to lie. But if it's not members, I'll be confused. Just saying. Oh, no, it's public. We're good. So now I'm confused. All right, man. We about to get this thing started regardless if people are here or not because, you know, when we used to do this, ain't nobody was watching. All right? We just get to it. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to cut these up. So what's up? We got Lady and Quickie in the chat. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it's coming in. My bad. We were just loading up and locking in. So enough of me rambling because, you know, I'm good at that. Let's go ahead and lock in with this shit right here, bro. Because I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm scared. Note to self. Have my internet chat, or not the internet, have my software chat active because I am no longer able to go to YouTube. Okay, I got to make this a note to self, to be honest, if I'm going to be super honest. Because I must always have my software chat open because I am no longer to access my YouTube chat on my phone for some odd reason. That just goes to show you with the changes that they make under everyone's radar, you never know what's going to happen. So whatever happens, you just got to bear with it and just fix and just make things right for the next time that you do this, you know? So, for example, today, I'm only live on YouTube and not live on Twitch because it cuts up too much, especially in the evening time because there's probably a lot of people on the internet here. So, I'm just going to try to, like, keep it as, like, if we're later in the day, just keep it one stream. And we just keep it pushing. In terms of the chat on my phone, that's GG's. I can't access YouTube out here no more. Why? I don't know. They just made a change, and I can't do it no more. But I got my software chat on my laptop, so we're still locked in with y'all, so don't worry about that. But with that being said, let's not waste no more time. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the XXL Freestyle Cypher. I am goddamn concerned because I don't know what the hell I'm going to hear from these little boys, all right? So, 2026 XXL Freshman Cypher, we got Chris Patrick. The fact that you got Chris Patrick and Lareezy at the top of y'all list already has me scared. All right, now who we got? We got So Camo, we got Slayer, Miles Minnick, and Hurricane Wisdom. Yo, I know you. What kind of lame-ass name is Hurricane Wisdom? Ain't nobody gonna listen to your music. Respectfully, disrespectfully, I don't care. You got lucky. Good job, buddy. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. I'm terrified. I'm scared. I'm nervous. But we got to do this reaction, all right? So let's go ahead and lay our hands on our Bible and pray real quick. Amen. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Pray for me. And this beat is horrible. This beat is hard. Look who they got. Look who they got, bruh. How the hell you choose it? First of all, based on the positioning of your hands, I don't even think you really doing this shit for real, bruh. I think you just standing there making it look cool. I don't think you actually doing nothing. You just got the beat on repeat. That's it. I'm scared. No Skrilla? I don't care.
Hey, okay, thank God he made me like me. If he made me like y'all, then I wouldn't be on shit. When it come to Jersey, if it ain't Solana or Fetty, they most likely talking about Chris. Underground Bitcoin, you put your money on me and I promise it's cash well spent. I need a plat that's attached to my name like I came from West Orange with Maxwell Dent. Came out the mud, ain't had no coast on a big homie. Draft they came up, they would skip on me. Come from the team, still got rookie of the year. I know there's some rat niggas sick of me. Them boys got tired of putting in pain. I put in pain when I didn't have energy. Zion Will, niggas y'all said was the one lost they place through the breaking from injury. Break through the industry, wasn't a fan favorite off the rip. I went from Jalen Brunson in a Mavericks jersey to the Jalen.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Bro, brother, breathe. First of all right, breathe. I'd be scared. I'd actually be so scared. I'm sitting, bro. Do we remember what this man did at On the Radar? It was way better than this. I'm sorry.
Brunson on the Knicks, getting a double, show you if your niggas solid or if niggas with you is a bitch. I cut off 14 people in one fucking day when the world learned I made a list. I keep it thorough, baby, I don't trip. I couldn't skim on my product, I do it like Kimmy when it come to pushing a pound. Chris St. Patrick, moving like Curtis through streets in New York just to get to the path. Certified headhunter, see a golden, I promise I'm breaking them down. Niggas can't duck us forever, that Japanese hit a Otani level on a mound. Body bags on the ground, nigga ain't fucking with me like I'm Tank. Rap nigga dribble his ass all shit, my little cute, but he still couldn't get to the paint. I'm on a creep like I'm T-Boss and left eye and chili, I'm doing shit these niggas can't. Niggas is bums, they ain't fucking with Saint. These niggas is bums, they ain't fucking with Saint, you dig? Jersey.
That was weak. Yo, I've heard this man freestyle. That was weak. I'm scared. All right, this dude is my favorite right here. We got Lareezy, so I'm gonna go ahead and say another prayer because amen. I don't know, bruh.
Come on, Larry. Come on, Larry.
You're in there.
Come on, Larry.
You're in there.
Come on, Larry.
You're in there.
Come on.
Wow.
Come on.
The man on the corner just called me a prophet. The man in the mirror just got up and locked in. I am the man that did not be forgotten. I come from the south where the prison is rotten. 21 years consuming McDonald's. Niggas gon' turn into nuggets out here. 70 years if you lucky right here. Let's get things clear while I'm thugging right here. Just made a thug spot from in the ear. He was mugging me outside on the corner. Who this nigga smiling around here? He ain't want it. Ain't that dude what a shout from his idols? Ain't that dude what a shout from the goat?
Yeah.
The wizard of reason, the way I went through potholes to get on the yellow brick road. Stand on shit till I prove it. Can't whip fast to the booty. Penetration to the pay attention to the student. Pay attention to the music. Selling dope shit like I'm Frank Lucas. I'm keeping the goofy like the Three Stooges. Salam alaikum, well you goofy. Woo, woo. Stay up on that bean. My name is Lareezy from New Orleans. Uptown, I'm keeping it G.
Yeah.
I'm utilizing my time right now cause society be a time thief. You think it's for you? Now this one for me. This for the 12, the 7, and 3. You think it's for you? Now this one for me. This one for me. This for Lareezy. This straightforward like a shotgun house. Boot paint on the porch to keep ops out. But need that for bomb. You gotta put me on Q-tips to the bullshit. Getting blocked out. Can't lose focus on the feed right now. Best that I follow my dreams right now. Show the whole world who Lareezy is now. Cause I feel like the black Jew breeze right now. Blah. You there?
Hey, let me tell you something. That wasn't bad. That wasn't his best. I think his best currently right now is the freestyle that he did on LA Leakers. That's me personally. That's me super personally if I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. Because what I heard there, full display of his skill and talent. Here, it's good, but I wouldn't say this is like top tier, but you can say this was a very good freestyle, especially in moments where he lost it, but it was like effortlessly picked up. So it's like, you know what? I respect it. So out of everybody here, I know he's my favorite because the rest of these dudes, man, first of all, this man looked like an undercover fed. I was like, you undercover, man. The heck, you and him. This one right here, this one with the flow, brother. You're not even trying to hide it, bro. You out here look like you fully undercover. Who you trying to catch? You see what I'm saying? All right, cool. What happened? What happened to the sound? Because this is not what we're about to do. All right.
Get in.
All right, here we go.
Get in.
Ain't no more regular living, we torn, I barely remember what day it is. Camera get put in your face and a young nigga turn to a motherfucking alien. Yeah. Know they gon' study my moves, they wait till a young nigga finally crash out. Had to take all of that pain, got rich, the whole gang eat when I cash out. Take me a dose, yeah, I need it, hey, nigga be mad, yeah, all of my business, hey.
What's up with, I'm sorry, I can't deal with these camera cuts. I'm gonna keep it tall with you. I cannot deal with these camera cuts. These camera cuts are bothering my spirit because why y'all keep cutting it up so much? God, I'm scared, bruh. I'm actually scared. Like, what are you, man? I don't like these camera cuts. It's bothering me. Like, I'm trying to focus on the man's raps. I got the closed caption up and I'm still losing it because you keep panning to cameras. Is this real or not? Like, come on, bruh.
The whole gang eat when I cash out. Take me a dose, yeah, I need it. Hey, nigga be mad, yeah, all of my business. Hey, really gon' hate, yeah, when a young nigga winning. Hey, niggas be yapping, yeah, I know he a bitch. Hey.
Say A one more time. Say A one more time. Say A one more time. Nope.
The young nigga winning, hey, niggas be yapping, yeah, I know he a bitch, hey, back of the sprinter, yeah, I'm black and venom, got rats in the denim,
okay.
Hey, bro, they said, Camo, you up next, now they treat me like plastic in making, yeah, I'm moving through Europe, yeah, with demons, yeah, I'm hitting these stages, yeah, they will keep calling my phone, trying to turn the little artist commercially basic.
That's it? Get the That's it? That's it? Man, he really is trash. Trash. You said A, yeah, more than you rapped. What the hell are you here for? You out here freestyling with ad-libs. Jesus. And now we got this dummy. Respectfully, disrespectfully, however you want to put it. I am not impressed with this man right here.
I cannot chase the pussy, can't jerry it. I'm not evil, but my twin, he nefarious. Oh, you hating, that shit is hilarious. Different color rubber bands, various. I feel like the one constant, the variable. Why he acting like he is not variable? Need someone smart, I can marry a fool. Got no chain, so I'm free, just like Harriet too. Hey, McDonald's, you cool.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You keep your hand down. You gonna say her name, but you don't know what she did. Talking about you know what Harriet did. I don't know.
It's not variable. Need someone smart, I can marry a fool. Got no chain, so I'm free, just like.
Need someone smart, I can't marry a fool. Got no change to me, free to like
Harriet too. Hey, McDonald's, you
free to like Harriet too. Okay, you just saying some shit you memorized, but even then it make no sense.
It's not variable. Need someone smart, I can marry a fool. Got no chain, so I'm free, just like Harriet too. Hey, McDonald's, you cool, no, I kinda act goofy. I stretch out my money like Luffy. Got the Mexican drone on my phone talking to me, but honestly, that shit a doozy. Hard in the bitch, if you cannot do this, nigga, shut the fuck up, don't talk to me. Whipping my whistle damn hard, they got eyes if it's on like I'm riding with team Zoomy, damn. Shit not 50-50, cause I'm always gonna win, get up with me. I be getting chicken hella crispy. If you look at my lens, hella crispy. Yeah, these niggas, they rat 10 like they Mickey. And she want babysit, hold on. She want that babysit, Icky Vicky. Red hat, call up Rock and Misty, bitch.
Don't be proud of yourself. Don't be proud of yourself. This is why I can't keep my streak on. if I turn my Twitch on, this whole stream gonna start pausing up. Yeah. Who next? Miles Mimic or Minic? I don't even know who this is. Never heard about this man a day in my life.
Hype me up. Hype me up.
No.
Hype me up.
No.
Yeah. Holy Ghost on me, I'm out of my body, prayed up in the lobby, then turn up the party. I put 14 to get back to my shorty. I showed up and showed the folks how to live godly for real. Yeah, they want me on their team, then it's fine by me. Now the same ones trying to get signed.
You look older than you look.
By me, BET nominees so they saw it at me. Copy no stereotype on the radio, gang ain't doing no time to say. Been clocked in at the devil outside, I'll slide, man, I got some time today. Can't check me now. Moving, Lord bless these mouths. Kept it 100, can't test me now. Y'all only gave half like Epstein files. Y'all crazy. Stay with the eyes on the goal, got Lil Zuko here to watch my blind spot. Last year we did wasn't loud, we turn up the crowd, felt like a headline slot. Lit up the scene, so hit up the team. Let them know we need a new time slot. Lifted his name more viral than Playboy Cardi, but you know I ain't lying. Stop. What? Take me to your bosses. Where's yo getting them upside down crosses? Else on the 7 has upside down losses. Slots for the soul that actually go. There were about 500 racks to the dough. Had to pray on that like a mat on the floor, but I act like you know. Never thought I would reach these heights. All glory to Jesus Christ. Gotta make.
What do you? I don't know. Don't bring up God in this.
But I act like you know. Never thought I would reach these heights. All glory to Jesus Christ. Gotta make sure your people right. He gon' come like a thief in the night. Come on. Alright? It's a new mainstream now. Everybody know you can't box God in no more. Old way won't win no more. Make a YN not wanna spin no more. Hey, y'all thanking God but don't hang with God. Y'all think that's kinda odd. I plant a seed but don't look at me to save you, brother. That's not my job. Brother, that's not my job. Brother, that's not my job. Thinking of sweet and playing the streets in the bay, mess around and your car got robbed. Hey, be cautious who you gon' let sit beside you. All these Judas opportunists come to nickel dime you. What? Don't let these algorithms hypnotize you. West to the world, Jesus Christ, my only trip advisor. Come on.
You better not be LARPing. Let me just go ahead and say that. You better not be LARPing. You better not be LARPing because it's giving LARPer vibes. Okay, this is the thing. You know what kind of irks me a little bit? It's like this. Check it out. Cool, you talking all this God talk and all this Jesus talk. That's cool with me. In fact, the more that you said, I'm like, say more. Let me just hear it. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, you can't go ahead and say that with all that leather on. I don't trust you. That's what I'm saying. You be LARPing. I don't know. I'm not with it fully. I heard you. And I'm like, I respect you. You know, you got my respect. But in terms of me going to listen to music, man, you cosplaying. Like, that's just me. That's just me. I don't know. And then we have another Fed over here. This man looking like he trying to blend in with the kids. Like I said, just like this man, you look older than you look. Look at him. Here we go.
Let's go, man. Double XL, dog.
I was just broke and lonely, now I'm rich, got all these kinfolk. If you ain't trying to make no bread, then what the fuck you here for? These niggas broke, they going fed, they out here giving info. See my niggas going fed, so let me change the
I got a question. Because they already do their acapellas individually. They already do that individually. My question to you is, why do you get to do it twice? That's my quote. Why does the great DJ Drama has to turn his beat off? Mind you, the beat shit. But my point is, why does he have to turn his beat off so you can go acapella on this shit? That's my question. Who are you trying to prove to? Who authorized this? Lord, this man's name is Hurricane Wisdom. You didn't even try to come up with a good name.
Let's go, man. Double XL, dog.
I was just broke and lonely, now I'm rich, got all these kinfolk. If you ain't trying to make no bread, then what the fuck you here for? These niggas broke, they going fed, they out here giving info. See my niggas going fed, so let me change the tempo. I'm in the booth with Gmo, fuck a game, this ain't no demo. The whip all black is emo, with plenty straps, you think this tape, but this shit ain't no Vivo. Caught busy killer on that gate, and all game said was ill. I know that money makes shit straight, but it don't make you real, nigga. It don't make you real, though.
I know that's not it, bro. I swear to God, God be playing tricks on me. You be playing you cut the beat off for that? That's it? That's it? You kidding me? You know, sometimes when I sit here and I just watch or witness a whole bunch of foolishness, I just got to look up to my ceiling and just ask the Lord, is this the future? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this the pathway that I'm supposed to take? Because I don't understand why I got to give my time to these niggas. Respectfully. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. This man cut the beat for a $2 verse. Man. And I know part 2 is not going to be better. We got the best of the best in part 1. Chris Patrick disappointed me, but Lareezy picked it up. That's why out of this class, Lareezy's easily my favorite. Just like last year we had Ray Vaughn and Samara Sin. But after that, that's it. Oh, man. Nah, XXL, y'all might have to hang this up, bruh. Y'all might have to hang this up because this is not it. I promise you. This is absolutely not it. What more can I say? The beat is weak. They haven't had a good beat in a while. These dudes are reciting their bars. It don't even look like they're trying to think. The only person that really displayed that, well, only 2 I would say, is Chris Patrick and Lareezy. The other ones are just like, they got the bars in their head. You can really tell it with Slayer, because, you know, this man just... not this man, but see, here go this Fed again. This man right here, he good at what he do. He makes it clear though. Nah, hold on a sec. He got to stop to think. All right, this part. Yo, XX, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all might have to hang this up. You're gonna have to let somebody else take the wheel because God knows he don't want to give you the mother anymore, bro. Anyway, that's the cipher. That's part 1. Chris Patrick, Lareezy, So Camo, Slayer, Miles Minnick, and Hurricane Wisdom. I'm only listening to Lareezy out of this group, so the other ones can just disappear into the ether, respectfully. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what hip-hop is today in 2026 with the younger gents. Are we not cooked? Because we are. Okay. Man, what have we came to, bruh? Ay. So, that's just one of a couple videos. I want to talk about the hack some more. I just want to explore it because I really want to get to the bottom of this personally. Now, am I going to get to the ultimate answer for this? Absolutely not. But we can definitely explore with HHSB crew, and we can just go from there. So let me go ahead and get that video loaded up real quick. All right. Shout out crew. All right. Shout out crew, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are locked in. Loving my crew. At this point, put on that Dr. Umar Next Time Make It 20 is wild. Well, we can get that bad taste out of our mouths because I promise you that was not a good cipher. That makes me want to go and watch the On the Radar cipher again because it was so much better. All right, let's go ahead and record this one. We cutting up today. Who's trying to send me a message? Who trying to message me talking about it's been a long time? If it's been a long time, keep it a long time. What the hell wrong with you? Talking about it's been a long time. Don't do that. Ain't nobody trying to talk to you if it's been a long time, dummy. The fuck? Out here trying to get back into people's lives. You don't even know what kind of time I'm on right now. Talking about, it's been a long time. Keep it that way. Weird ass. Anyway. Out here sending me all these unnecessary notifications trying to get a man's attention. Stay there. Damn. I'm talking about been a long time. It's been a long time. Ain't nobody like you. Go ahead and just pour this tea. I'm stupid. I'm freaking stupid. Oh, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, the music industry is still being hacked. Now, we did cover this yesterday. Shout out Chillin' with Moni with her video. I do want to upload that one, but I feel like with this one right here, we can kind of explore it a little bit more because I am curious as to what's going on because it was not just Drake. It was not just Kendrick Lamar. It was not just Kanye West. It was a whole lot more artists. Everyone's YouTube page is getting hacked, and it's so easy to do. So we got HHSB crew in here. Shout out to the guy, man, the legend himself. We're going to go ahead and explore what is going on. So let's not waste no more time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. Let's go ahead and dive in with this video right here and see what's going on and what kind of clues that we can put together to kind of get a better understanding of this situation. Crew, what's good?
Hey, yeah. What's poppin', gang?
Loving my crew.
Hey, bro, look, bro. How does this even happen, gang? How does this even happen, bro? Look, I don't know if y'all haven't been following it, man. I saw it yesterday, and again, bro, I think that's a part of the scheme, right? That's a part of the scheme where you see something and you initially kind of
brush it off,
cast doubt or doubt on what you're seeing because you don't know if it's real, if it's fake, if it's AI or whatever. And I know I probably could have just came to the YouTube page and seen it, bro, but fam, y'all are not gonna believe, man, the entire music industry, at least what seems like the entire music industry was hacked yesterday. Now, I don't even know how you do something like this, gang. Like, to me, it reminds me of, and we're gonna go through a couple of different channels, but it reminds me of, if y'all remember the anonymous hacktivists, that's what they used to call themselves, the anonymous hacktivists that would do these like large scale, highly coordinated attacks on different companies or different.
Wasn't it the Lizard Squad that hacked into PlayStation? Or they hacked into Sony or whatever. And this literally just came to my mind where it's like, when it comes down to it, and you're looking at this, it's like, it's so curious because, and we've seen this happen with what's going on with Sony and Xbox too. So both Sony and Xbox, they've been hacked prior. Sony has been recent. And funny that recently Sony got hacked because right now what's going on with Sony and PlayStation is that they're trying to put out a console that's all digital. They're trying to force an all digital kind of future with gaming. Of course, with music, we're already there, but just pay attention. What's going on is that they got hacked. They're trying to force an all digital future, but they got hacked, and what that hack means is the whole PSN is down. And if the whole PSN is down right now, people that have games on their systems, a lot of people cannot play games because there's a 14-week period that they need to wait for before they can own the game so they can play it offline. That's for some players. But majority of players cannot access the PSN and they cannot access their games. We're in a digital age where it's so easy to hack these companies, to hack these gaming systems, to hack these artists, that when the hack happens, it disrupts the content that is digital, meaning you can't access it. And what does that mean for physical? That means physical copies, physical sales, it's going to have a great big influx. And that's actually what's going on right now with Sony. A lot of Sony PlayStation owners are calling a boycott on PlayStation to make the message clear that we still want physical games. But that company is fighting against that because they want digital. They want everything digital because they think it's like they can make their lives easier and they can make more money that way because you're spending less money on creating like units basically, because that does cost at the end of the day, right? So now looking at music, it's the same thing. Now look how easy it is to hack into these artists' YouTube pages and then throw up a whole bunch of bullshit. It's similar things happening. So at this point, this should encourage people to buy even more units, right? So it's kind of interesting to kind of assess the situation because what does this mean? And what is the outcome of this? That's where I'm going with this. It's always F Sony. What about Microsoft? I thought you said it was F Microsoft. You know? What about that? It's Microsoft and Sony. My goodness gracious.
From people, but I never understood how they did that. Now, also, if you guys follow Charles Brown, now he's not the only one.
Shout out Charles.
But Charles Brown was one of the YouTubers that actually had his account hacked. Now, this is very scary, bro. Like it's semi-comical because okay, they got in and they just kind of having fun with it or whatever, like with posts and stuff. We're gonna talk about what they posted and everything. But on the other end, fam, like a guy like Charles Brown lost his entire channel because somebody hacked him, right? Somebody hacked him, took it over, and kind of did whatever they wanted to do with it. Now, since
they probably put up that crypto Bitcoin kind of advertisements that they like to do. Don't get it twisted. Even here at the Flexing My Network, even though the YouTube channel never got hacked, other accounts that was associated with my email that got hacked, funny enough, it was my Microsoft account that got hacked, which they got access to all my other shit. We lost the original Discord server. We have a new server now, link in description. All right, everything is fixed. The links, all that is fixed. Merch link, all in the description now. So we good. But the fact that that's the way to hack people, it's the access card is like the email. If you get the email password, you're free to pretty much ruin they shit. Gotta set up that the 2FA.
And he's gotten it back, right? But some of these, it looks like a lot of these, they haven't even gotten the channel back yet. So I don't know if they holding it ransom. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's crazy shit that happens behind the scenes. However they did this, typically you need some sort of like two-factor authentication, 2FA, if you guys know. You got to be able to have access to this device and then maybe another one to be able to sign in on that one. Now, I know that this is crazy, and I heard the way that this was done. Not specifically in this case.
Really?
But just so you guys understand, and this is my personal experience of what I have heard is the way that these things happen. Not saying that this is how this has happened, and not saying that if you don't do something like this, it cannot happen to you. So please disregard that. But from what I've heard is that it is as simple as an email, right? And if you are logged into whatever account that you, if you're logged into whatever account, so let's just say you have a YouTube account associated, right? With, associated. If you click on that email and you're logged into that email, they can then get into that YouTube account, change whatever, and lock you out. So if you ever see, again, this is not, any information that you can't look up on your own, but
what he's saying is completely valid. What he's saying is absolutely valid because Similar things has happened to me in the past. This has happened to friends. This has happened to other fellow YouTubers. This is not new news, okay? Even for my dog, House of Laughter or Mookie Moods, even for him, his YouTube got hacked too. Nobody is safe. And mind you, his channel is big. He has about 225,000 plus subscribers. That is not a small channel. Even his channel got affected. So think about that. Nobody is safe in this. So this is actually very interesting as to what is going on and why is YouTube so weak. I have a list. Everyone check it twice. Oh my God, here we go. It's man, y'all won't even anyway.
If you are going to open weird emails or something like that, you probably want to go to a different browser where you're not logged into any of your personal information, because they can just tag into that. I don't even know what it's called. If you are aware of it, let me know in the comments. That's neither here nor there. And I'm saying that because whoever has access to these, right? Like it could be UMG or the record company. Are these all UMG artists? It could be UMG. Could be a manager. I don't know if some of these artists actually, you know what I'm saying, have access to it themselves. However many people have access to the YouTube channel or the YouTube account, that's that many more entryways into being able to take over your shit, basically is what I'm saying. So if somebody clicked on the email and opened up a link, boom, instantly they got access to whatever. Now that doesn't explain how they got all of it though, because it seems like it was a coordinated attack against UMG. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look, man. Drake yesterday, bro.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but just get started. I know when you're first getting into YouTube or streaming, it feels like you need the most expensive camera, the most expensive.
This man got an ad? This man got an ad? Yo, shout out crew, bro. Get your money, gang. Get your money, gang. Yo, that is crazy. That's big movements right there, huh? This man got sponsors. This man got sponsors.
On no PD200W and tell them crew.
But I can barely hear
now
you,
let's
bro.
get back to the video.
Yesterday, Not Like Us was up here. And the crazy part is it's no longer up here on Drake's page, but the Kendrick Amini diss is up here right now. It's just, oh my God, bro. The Kendrick Amini diss. So they went ahead and they put Not Like Us onto Drake's channel, fam.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That was the highlight for last night. All right, that was the highlight for last night, bro. From when we watched Chilling with Moni's video and she was talking about how whatever hacker group uploaded Not Like Us to Drake's YouTube page, it had me sitting there like, you gotta be, bro, this man about to have nightmares all over again. Oh, leave me alone. Like now there's a Drake's or a Kendrick's Amini diss. Kendrick's Amini diss is wild. What? But to be fair, or to keep it equal, they did upload not like us, but they uploaded Family Matters to Kendrick Lamar's YouTube page. So it's a neutral party basically. So that's why everyone's saying this got to be an attack on like the whole music industry at this point, because all the YouTube pages are getting affected. At that point, you got to look at YouTube and ask questions to YouTube like, why is it so easy for hackers to hack into numerous YouTube accounts and to start uploading BS to it? Why is it that easy? Those questions got to be directed to YouTube at that point, because there's a lot of questions we're not getting answers to, right? See, Quickie, the funny thing is, when it comes down to sponsors in Canada, Happy Dad is definitely one of them, but the biggest issue, the biggest problem is that a lot of sponsors here in Canada are actually related to betting. So all the betting apps, there's definitely a lot of sponsorship opportunities there, but I'm not doing that.
You know how embarrassing that is? and because he's probably one of the artists that the most people are going to look at, but there's a lot of other artists that received this same treatment, man. So we had Not Like Us pop up from Drake on Drake's page. I looked to see if it was still up here. It is not. So to me, I'm almost wondering if they got access to it, meaning Drake's team got access to it and then lost access to it again because Kendrick Amini disc is up from 8 hours ago, right? So either that happened or
still there.
They took the
Get out. It's still there. Let me go and do a little research because there's no way it's still there. There's no way, right? Okay, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. There's no way it's still there because even Crew's video came out like how long ago, right? Do a little searchy search. Oh yeah, no, they cleaned this up good. They cleaned this up right. Yeah, it's not there no more. Had me concerned.
Not Like Us down and then just posted another video. I'm not sure why they would do that though. Is there anything else up here? Oh my God, yeah, bro. IG at euthanasia. Oh my God.
Excuse me?
So they telling you where they at too, which is crazy, bro. They telling you the Discords to join, all of that. Now, here's another thing.
Ain't nobody joining that Discord, by the way. Can we just go ahead and get that out the way? Can we just go ahead and talk about that real quick? What's good, Raven? It's been a minute. How you feeling? I'm sure that for Drake, Not Like Us is the same thing for swimmers that hear the Jaws. Also, the simpler explanation is that the distros don't verify who is uploading the music, and basically you just have to check a box that says I am who I say I am and I have permission. Oh, so even then that's got to get like updated. Yo, for editor, you should definitely put in an Akira meme after you said leave me. Don't kill me.
I was thinking too, right? Is like this has to be, highly illegal, bro. Highly illegal.
Absolutely.
So them leaving breadcrumbs
No. Absolutely, but they won't get caught
or trail back to who they could be. Doesn't seem very smart, but they got a bunch of different Instagrams. Payphobia, Baby What's Wrong, Torturer, and Euthanasia. Bro, and that's just over here. So if we go to Kendrick's page, they got they still have the Discord up where people can join the Discord, which, bruh,
why the hell
134,000 views since yesterday. I don't even know what this is, but 134,000 views since yesterday. Now, this is also very coincidental, right? Because the song that was up here. Okay. Yeah, bro. They changed the name from Pray or whatever. I think it was another version of Pray to join the Discord, right? So this is very interesting because this also happens around the time that this Howard Stern interview drops. Now, it dropped on Howard Stern. It didn't drop on Kendrick Lamar, on Kendrick Lamar's page. But Damn, I believe, just went diamond. And I believe this is from that era, which is probably why. I mean, you could say that's probably why Howard Stern dropped it. I think it's also interesting that Dahi and Kendrick track just leaked a couple of days ago. Now, we all jumped out and reacted to it. I reacted to it. I saw a lot of other people reacting to it, and it was immediately blocked, like right after that. So it obviously they didn't want that out. At least they didn't want that out then, because typically you could react to something like that, and then you obviously you just won't get monetized for it, but it won't be blocked. It was completely blocked where no one could see it. So that lets me know that wasn't something that was planned. It was leaked. And it's just, it's getting to a point where I think we're in a place with the leaks and music. Is there a way to make it safer? Is this a bigger setup or a bigger play? At like making the consumer have to go through more hoops or pay extra fees or different subscription plans or something like that to be able to have more of a secure experience. If hopefully I'm saying that right. Basically what I'm saying is, are they showing us that it's very it's unsafe, it's hard to keep it safe. So in order to keep it safe, we got.
So the idea with the hack is not necessarily saying this is not good, let's take a new route. A lot of times when things happen like this, they're testing companies. And if they can successfully hack one, the company failed that test. But if multiple accounts get hacked under this same company, that company is pretty much at DEFCON 1 right now, because these are your prized possessions. These artists are your prized possessions because they are the gateway to the industry, and you don't want to cut that river flow, right? It's not necessarily like, oh, we're going to purposely do this so that we can put it into the consumer's mind by saying, yo, maybe we should apply more safeguards so we can make your experience better. No. It's not that. It's a coincidence. Through this coincidence, depending on what route they want to take, I feel like this route might affect content creators more than the actual consumers. Because for consumers, all they need to do is just click on videos, like, subscribe, share, hype, whatever, right? But for content creators, it's going to make our lives more miserable, because it's going to look like we might have to jump through more hoops to secure our YouTube accounts. So a lot of people out there got to consider that when you're doing or going through all this, right? So it's more of a coincidence, not like you're directing. There's no direction with this for sure, right? So it's interesting. It's definitely interesting to explore this situation because something is definitely off. And if this is affecting streaming platforms to this day at this level, there's a problem, because Spotify's been affected, Apple Music's been affected, Tidal's been affected. All the major DSPs have been affected, and that has been confirmed with that 7-minute video that we watched a couple months back with that individual that has a program that be botting DSPs. Now it's starting to affect other streaming platforms like YouTube. Is streaming under attack is the real question. Because if streaming is under attack, regardless if you're live streaming or you're streaming videos from whatever website, if streaming in general is under attack, that's going to be a problem for content creators, because everyone's content is attached to their YouTube pages. And a lot of the times, including me, when I upload a video, I delete the video because I don't want to keep it on my external hard drive or on my computer, because it's going to take up a lot of space. And the last thing you want is to run out of space on your laptop or whatever device that you use, because it's going to ruin your experience, right? So it's interesting to explore this. The song that he explored is To Pimp a Butterfly track, Niggas. Yeah. And that's another thing. These aren't new songs. These are just unreleased songs that they're uploading. Of course, they put Not Like Us, Family Matters, cool. Because it's Kendrick and Drake, the beef, they swapped it and said, you get Not Like Us, you get Family Matters. For all the other songs, especially the ones that are attached to the Discord links, those are unreleased songs. Those are not hard to find. Those are really easy to find. Right? So it's almost like a pump fake for people that don't know. Which is why I encourage people out there, you gotta learn this shit. Because what if you clicked on the song and think it's a new song, and now you go to the Discord link to maybe download it, and now you're hacked? That's not good. Be quiet, Ant.
Gotta charge you. Basically, I'm always the conspiracy theorist in this sense. While I think about things like that, like it shouldn't be this easy at this level in 2026. And I will say this though, I also know that there's major companies, bro, major data breaches where these people are very smart, have a lot of time on their hands, and can poke through every single concrete method that you think that you have in place to keep things safe. And they just aren't safe because people have way more time on their hands to try to get in. Now, this is YouTube though, gang. That's what I'm trying to say. And I spoke about Charles Brown earlier today, where he is a creator that didn't have a lot of help getting everything back outside of the people talking about it and saying, hey, bro, can we get our shit back? It's another day. And Kendrick still doesn't have his page back. Join Discord. This is still on his page. If I'm Kendrick, I'm pissed too. I'm like, dog, what are y'all doing over there, gang? Mm-hmm. Do we have to pull our shit from YouTube and put it over here and do something else because they're a little bit more safe? That's the kind of shit I'm thinking about. But it wasn't just them, man. It was Playboy Cardi, right? Like Playboy Cardi, Venomous Jeans, Payphobia. You still see it all up here, man. All of these artists still have their page that seems to still be hacked. Now, Ye, I think might have actually gotten his page back, unless they just, I don't know. I don't see anything else up here. I did hear that Ye got hacked. I also heard that Michael Jackson's page had gotten hacked. I see Travis Scott. Travis Scott has been hacked. Goosebumps joined Discord. It's the same Discord here. Baby, what's wrong? Jack Boys 3915. They're releasing a lot of unreleased music. And they're pushing you towards their Discord. I'm not sure how many people have joined the Discord. I don't know if you would join the Discord. You might get hacked too. I just think it's a very scary time, man. Also, Frank Ocean. I believe, Frank Ocean was also caught too, man. There's just tons of artists, man. There's so many other artists that have gotten hit. I don't really know how this is possible in 2026 to get hacked like this. But like I said, I kind of try to look at the bigger picture and the bigger play. One, I think these guys are doing it as a show of just power. Like, we could do this. Just so you understand, anytime we could do this. And I hate to say this, right? But just imagine there's a new project that's dropping or something like that, and they leak it or something. They leak it early, man, and it just ruins the experience for everybody. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't even want to put it out there, but you know who I'm talking about. You know, or they hold the channel hostage and we can't get the music or something like that, and it doesn't reach the people that it could have reached or should have reached because they have to go through a different route. And I just think that it's unfortunate. It's definitely I think it's concerning. I really do think it's concerning. But I also don't think it's gonna stop. I don't think this is gonna be something that's gonna stop. I think that they're gonna have to eventually. If you can't beat them, join them. Hey, bro, y'all might as well work with us. We'll pay you. You tell us how you did it, and we can plug that hole. Because at this point, bro, it is too easily accessible. It's too easy to get into these things, man. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. I definitely think this is a coordinated attack, and I don't think it's gonna stop. That's the thing. Like, if you can't stop me from getting into the Weeknd's page, Drake's page, Ye's page, Kendrick's page, Travis Scott, the biggest artists in the world. If you cannot stop me from hacking their channels, if you can't stop me from doing it, I'm just gonna do it, right? Like, but that's the other thing. What is the end play for these guys? I mean, I really want to know. I just want to know, like, it's no disrespect. I just want to know, like, what is it? Like, what do you get from doing?
There's definitely two ways of an end play of where this can go. Ransom. This can definitely be some ransom money connected to this. Or it's simply a power play. It's simply just a power play, if we're going to be honest. You know? Don't kill me yet. Well, that's the only two ways. That's literally the only two ways as to what's going on with this situation, or the outcome, or the goal for the individuals that's going around and hacking. It's either a power play or it's ransom. I cannot think of another way, if I'm going to be super honest. And that's the reality behind it. We've seen this happen one too many times. It's either they're going to get some bread out of this, or they're spooking or scaring these big companies. And remember, YouTube is the home for a lot of the music and music videos. And what that is connected to is the industry. So now the industry would even be spooked as well, because YouTube is the home for their music videos. If YouTube is affected and it's so easy to upload videos, what says that they can't delete videos? And remember, certain individuals' videos have been deleted off their page. Technically. That's Kendrick. Of course, that situation is different. But what says they can't delete them themselves? All right? So that's the only way I see it.
Doing this? Like, what do you get from doing it other than to show you that I can do it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only place to say I can do it? Or just to be a nuisance, right? And just say like, I just feel like doing it and pissing everybody off. Like, I don't know, man. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it. But very interesting stuff, man. A lot of these pages hacked yesterday and are still hacked because this shit is still up. If they had gotten these pages back by now, I would assume all of this would have been taken care of. We would have gotten rid of all of these songs and Discord pages, because at this point, these pages are technically promoting the Discord.
And you know the Discord is for some crypto or Bitcoin. Every time there's an hack, they clear out whatever page and they just make this for like, oh, yo, we got this crypto. You guys should buy in it.
These pages are promoting the Discord. Now, let's just say something happens and you go ahead and you join the Discord and somehow they end up getting, I don't know, bro. Go to Target and get a bunch of gift cards. You feel me? The schemes. You know what I'm saying? The scams. Go to Target and get a bunch of gift cards. Now, can then you go back and say, hey, bro, I got this page. I got this information from the YouTube page of Drake or Party Next Door, and that's why I did this, right? Can you then sue the label for that? I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I'm confused. I do think that it's interesting. I would love to hear from the people who might do this. Like, I just want to hear, like, what's the cause? Like, what's the reason for y'all doing this? Is there a play? Is there something bigger that we're not seeing? Are you trying to show them, hey, it's too easy, beef up the security? Is that what are you fans of the music? I don't know, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. The entire industry seems to have been hacked, and I don't think this is good at all, bro. It's funny.
There's nothing good from this. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. There's nothing good from this. This is bad. This is real bad. This is scary. They're scaring the oh my God. Yes, they're scaring the hoes. But my final thoughts on this is just like, what does the future look like now? Now that it's happened, what does the future look like? What can the future like entail? Like, what is it like? What does the landscape look like? Because with shit like this happening, the landscape is forever going to be changed. Absolutely. 1000% going to be changed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around this anymore. Right? When things like this major happening like this, it's going to make big changes. So at this point in the future, expect big changes to these platforms. Even think about artists and how they have to upload videos to YouTube. Imagine there's like a new way for artists to upload, and it's going to be a long process because they have to figure out some sort of way to make sure that their accounts are extra secured so this never happens ever again. Right? So it's going to get bad. It's going to get bad. Does this affect YouTube Premium? It could. It can honestly can. If this situation is that bad or it's that dire to the point where they might have to raise the price on premium, so it's like it encourages safety with YouTube accounts, that's definitely possible. So the same way how they have to give ransom money, they might have to make their money back by increasing the YouTube premium by a couple dollars. That's a possibility. But yeah, that's what's happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. The industry is completely hacked. It is not just Kendrick. It is not just Drake. It is a plethora of popular artists all getting hacked. There's something going on. We don't know what it is, but this is a big problem. So at this point, story developing. Story developing. That's crazy, bro. They really went to Drake's page and uploaded Not Like Us there. Man, you don't see shit like that every day. Like, you don't see shit like that every day. Black Panther 3! My favorite superhero ever is getting a third installment. My God. That is my favorite superhero ever. From when I remember I was watching there was like an old Avengers movie, and it had like some military dude that had like some alien whatever tech, and he went to this place called Wakanda, and they had this black superhero that was like a panther. And of course, you know, he killed off the man's father, but the man is stepping to the throne. I'm like, wait, so hold on, you the smartest dude, you agile as hell, you damn near look like Bruce Wayne without dressing up like a bat, but you're dressing up like a panther, so I don't know, but like, still. And from then on, I was always interested in this superhero, the Black Panther, and every time I would see it in Avengers cartoons or whatever, I'm like, that's my favorite. My second favorite, Iron Man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then it's the third is between Captain America and Spider-Man. God, I don't know which way to go with that one. They side by side. It's a tie for third. But my number one is Black Panther, hands down. Black Panther is my absolute favorite. So you can just imagine me when they had the first Black Panther movie, or even before that, when they had Captain America Civil War, and you see Black Panther just from the shadows, what? Just come out of nowhere, claws out. My nigga, that's my GOAT. Bruh, the scene in the highway, when it was a chase, it was Captain America running for his life. All you see the Black Panther, 0 footsteps from this nigga's feet, and he's sprinting, my nigga. Yo, that's my GOAT, bro. What the fuck? That's my GOAT. Nah, I gotta see that scene. Civil War chase scene. Yo, let me tell you something. This my shit right here. This my shit. What? Oh my Jesus. You don't understand how much joy I had in my heart knowing that this man is real. Oh my God. What? Nah, run that. Here we go. This one should get interesting. Boy, let me tell you something. I love this scene so much, my nigga. Like that part when this nigga just started sprinting, yo, yo. I feel like a kid in the candy store, and I don't give a shit. The like, what? I don't give a shit, my nigga. Are you serious? Run that. Nigga, look at the agility. Look at the agility. Look at the agility, my nigga. You can't keep up. You cannot keep up. Oh my God, bro. You don't understand how much this yo, the Black Panther is hands down my favorite goddamn superhero, bro. Ain't nobody can tell me otherwise. This nigga just come on, bro. Oh my God. Bro, and then of course, y'all gotta break my heart. This man passed. Oh my Jesus. Nah, God rest the dead, bro. God rest the dead. That ain't fair. You took a good one from us, man. You took a good one. Of course, he must have another mission somewhere else. But you took a good one from us, man. That was a kind human being, bro. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, bro. On God, man. That is hands down my favorite superhero. And it just so happened you get one of my favorite actors to bring that superhero to life. Worth it. It was a short run, but it was worth it, bruh. Oh my God. You're lucky I don't have the game gif you made. I don't give a shit. I do not care. Bruh. All I'm saying is, don't play with me. Don't play with me and my goats. That's it, bro. Do not play with me and my goats, man. So sad. So sad. Even Jay Nolan talked about this. The woman that was on stage with Usher. Turns out she really did want Chris. It was confirmed. She wanted Chris, not him. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy, bro. But yeah, don't play with me and my goat, bro. We getting the third movie, man. The Black Goddamn Panther. God damn it. Kai Cenat live right now at Disney World with Tyler. It looks like they got like some sort of date situation going on, and he took her to Disney World. That's crazy. And this man's on stream. 110,000 people watching they date. That is wild. That is wild. Man said he's craving some barbecue jerk chicken, rice and peas. What? Where the coleslaw there? Or do you have any callaloo? How you gonna say all that with no callaloo? That's wicked, bro. And if you don't know what callaloo is, it's just like greens. But like it's the Caribbean version of greens. Like we have the callaloo plant that grows. It's almost like a weed. But like we take the plant and we cook it. And then of course you throw in all your little spices and whatever to make it taste good. For a lot of Caribbeans, you pair the callaloo with saltfish. And yo, mind you, saltfish, it really is salty as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like you pair it with saltfish, so you don't actually have to put any salt like seasoning or anything, whatever, anything too salty. So you can keep your seasoning kind of light. But yeah. That's pretty much how it's gonna go for that, bro. That's how it goes. So you got your callaloo plant, you boil it, or not boil it, but you steam it in a sense, or you fry it up, like stir fry kinda. You put your saltfish in there, whatever seasoning you want to put in there, extra herbs you want to put in there. Now you got some good old fashioned callaloo, bro. And you're gonna pair that with the jerk chicken, the rice and peas. You got yourself a good goddamn plate, you know? So what other videos we want to go through? What other videos we want to go through? What other videos? Because I technically have my 2 videos. So the 2 videos that I just did today are definitely going to be uploads. So I'm not really too surprised with that. But I'm just exploring my subscriptions page right now to kind of see what else we can find that we can watch. You know, Paul Heyman goes full heel on sneaker shopping. Shout out sneaker shopping, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Of course, sneaker shopping is definitely different than what it was. But the fact that y'all are still continuing the series and still finding individuals to be on sneaker shopping to make a nice purchase, I kind of want to watch it. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I kind of want to watch it. Who is that chocolate Nubian goddess right there? And I'm not talking about Tyler. Who's that dark skin one right there? Hold on, it looked like I've seen her before. Yeah, if there's no more videos to watch, I ain't gonna lie, I might actually watch that sneaker shopping episode. I think you should do your 100,000 USD video idea now. You did Professor L's homework, right? Partially. I ain't gonna lie, partially. I gotta still finish it because there's a lot. And then he uploaded like a 6-hour like supercut. I kind of want to see that. But I don't know. $100,000 video idea now. I still need to do more research on that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, funny enough, there go Ludwig. Professor L. Oh, there go House of Laughter. We got Mookie Moods, ladies and gentlemen. He was live yesterday. Shout out to the guy. He putting in the work because he wants to get recognized, god damn it. The way he got finessed, only God can put up some shit like that. I'm going to tell you that. We can do the hip-hop gambling academic video, or epidemic video, I should say. I don't know why I fumbled that one. So that's a video that we can watch before we get out of here. Today's stream is definitely short, but we still getting to what we get to. So, there you go. Shout out Chillin' with Moni. There goes her video. Quick 4-minute, 5-minute video. You know? But, yeah, not too much. Not too much. You know? So we can do the hip-hop gambling epidemic video. And we can probably charge it because in terms of other videos to watch, we do not have a lot. Okay, we do not have a lot whatsoever. But we're definitely going to go do what we do best. Shout out Tyrone Magnus. This is the individual I'm getting all the video game news from. So, yes, it is confirmed right there from like what I said. Xbox is down. So it's really not a surprise. The 2x video speed button exists for this purpose. I might miss something, though. I tend to zone out when I study sometimes, so I might have to, not even might have to. I go back and rewatch the shit I miss. So that's why it takes long for me sometimes. Like, my studying patterns are weird. Like, I can study linear, and then sometimes I'm just back and forth, zigzagging up and down, struggling. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried to stop 38 Special from dissing Jadakiss. I'm going to keep it tall with you. I do not care for 38 Special because that man does not exist in my eyes. Because you're going up against Jadakiss. That is a rap god damn near. You do not play with that man. That man is a legend. So the fact that you're trying to step to a legend as him, knowing that your bars are subpar, I do not care. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I do not care. And now you're trying to get at Jim Jones. You're trying to find an easier opponent for yourself. That's cute. Bro, you're just picking and choosing some stupid battles. Instead of keeping your mouth shut, you just running your mouth. That's dumb to me. All right, hip-hop epidemic video. Let's make it happen. Or gambling epidemic. Epidemic. I just keep saying academic. Like academics. I got to stop. All right, where's my record button? Where's my good old-fashioned record button? Yeah. All right, let me stop being stupid. Oh, man, we got uploads to do afterwards. What time is it, by the way? It's 8 p.m. Lord have mercy. Can I get a video up by 9:30? But 9:30 is late, though. That's the problem. So I already have a video out, but it's like, damn, I can't win. I try to put these things out early, but it's like, it's like I got to stream at like 11 p.m. Why did I say p.m.? a.m.? The fuck? It's like I got to stream at like 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. so I can prepare and get videos ready for around like 3 or 4. Oh, Jesus. Anyway. That is the life of a content creator. This thing ain't easy. It's a struggle. Make my rant a short is wild. To make that rant a short is insane, bro. Problem is, I ain't even record it. I didn't record it, so I know for a fact when this live is done, it's going to take a while to cook. So even then, y'all got to pray I don't forget that. I feel like I need a manager. I feel like I need a manager to keep me on track, bro. Because sometimes there's just some days where I'm just like, what the hell do I upload, bro? Like, I think I need one of them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lee. But y'all got to, hey, whatever manager I get, you got to put me in rooms, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to put me in rooms, bro, on some real shit. All right, are we recording? Trying to figure out if we're recording or not, bro. All right, we're recording. We litty. So, ladies and gentlemen, the hip-hop gambling epidemic. All right, this is a big problem within the hip-hop space because what's going on is that it's not just advertising or influencer marketing or social media marketing that's happening in front of us. It's gotten to a point where it's getting into poly markets per se, or even fixed gambling situations with marketing involved. I forgot the exact term, but I'm sure he's definitely going to talk about it within this video, so do not be surprised. It has something to do with Kalshi, and if I'm correct, Kalshi is a platform where people can gamble on, what's it called? They're gambling on predictions. So it's almost like prediction marketing gambling in a sense, right? So there's a lot of things going on with this right here. It's not just what you see at face value anymore. Of course, stake is the gateway, but with an addiction such as gambling, people are eventually going to find their ways into rooms they should not be in. And I feel like with this video by Get Like Prince, we're definitely going to explore that. So let's not waste no more time. Ladies and gentlemen, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. Let's not waste no more time. Let's go ahead and dive in with the video, see what's going on. See what's going on and get to the mess. Let's get started.
Over these past few years, gambling really has taken over all forms of media. Sports, hip-hop, even the weather. Look at some of these apps. People out here betting on what temperature is going to be outside. And as time will go on, this same problem came into hip-hop. Look at Offset. Borderline ruined his life because his gambling addiction got so bad. Drake, multi-million-dollar lawsuit with Aiden Ross. They saying, look, you using online gambling money to inflate your streams. Every side of the internet has been affected by this gambling epidemic, and hip-hop just so happens to be a victim. Look at this article, for example, digging into the whole Drake, Aiden Ross lawsuit. Basically, we go back a couple months. Drake and Aiden Ross were throwing lawsuits, a lot of lawsuits, saying, look, y'all using this casino money to artificially inflate y'all sales. Drake and Aiden Ross have been accused in a civil case of using online casino money to pay for automated streams in a bid to artificially inflate Drake's royalties and popularity on music streaming platforms. And they're pointing these fingers at Stake. It's a Stake is banned in dozens of countries, including the US, Australia, and the UK. And the American-armed Stake does not allow users to gamble directly with real money. Wagers play with e-tokens, some are provided for free, while others can be purchased and withdrawn as cryptocurrency. So basically, they can still gamble with United States currency. They just buy coin. Like, it doesn't work. But it says court documents allege Drake and Ross hid the financing from public view by transferring gambling winners via stake anonymized tip system to an Australian man named in the court documents as George Wynn, who allegedly operates the account's Grand Wizard chat nigga, academics chat dude. And we're gonna dive into this too. If you remember last month, the feds came knocking at Grand Wizard door. They basically throwing him even deeper into this lawsuit. And this isn't something that's about to go away. This gambling problem in hip hop, I feel like it's only gonna get worse with time. It says Wynn, who was posted promoting Drake and using the gambling platform, allegedly traded between the stake proceeds cryptocurrencies to pay bot vendors for artificial music streams on behalf of Drake and Aiden Ross. The lawsuit alleges Drake transferred millions of dollars as part of the scheme. And two women out of Virginia, they would sue Stake because, like I said, Drake is the biggest rapper in all of hip hop, and he's constantly pushing Stake. He's constantly pushing gambling. Means what? He's pushing this onto his audience, whether old or young. It's 16-year-old boys, 16-year-old girls looking at Drake, seeing him post Stake. Now they getting interest. They turn on their TV to watch the basketball game, and they see us. Oh yeah, bro.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is influential marketing using a very popular or familiar face to help push and encourage people into either purchasing an app or, in this case with gambling, make them gamble even at a young age. They be getting them around like 18, 19, gambling on their phones, thinking they playing little games, not realizing they putting up their real money. You can even get kids like 16 that be watching streamers. So you have Drake and Aiden Ross together, and individuals that's fans of both of them, they're going to go get their parents' credit card and go crazy on that shit.
Come over to Prize Picks, bro. Put some money down. You're going to win. 16 years old. This is getting implanted into their mind, not just by one artist, but every single piece of media they consume is pushing gambling onto them. Drake, gambling. YouTubers, gambling. TV, gambling. Sports, gambling. Twitter, gambling. Everywhere you look, gambling is being pushed onto these people. And these two girls decided to point the finger directly at Drake. They say they suffered serious harm after Drake's promotion encouraged them to gamble on Stake. The platform had financially harmed users by encouraging them to gamble illegally and leaving them vulnerable to addiction, the class action claim. A Missouri man in October brought up a similar case against Stake, Drake, and Aiden Ross, which at the time Aiden Ross called some bullshit. Since 2022, Drake has promoted Stake on Instagram and Kick, including a post in June revealing he had gambled around $125 million and lost $8 million in a month. He would say, gotta share the other side of gambling. Losses are so fried right now. I hope I can post a big win for y'all soon. Whole time, nigga, you are intertwined with this company. If you ever wish payday came sooner, this month.
God, everybody got sponsors. Everybody got sponsors, bro. Get your money, gang. Get your money, bro. But is that not crazy? Is that not interesting? That's why we telling you to get married. She will definitely be your manager. Bro, come on, bro. I ain't going through this again. We're not going down that route. I ain't got no time for no females around here. I'm just keep it tall with you. But I'm actually surprised you're not on a schedule. It's the best time for it. Bruh, I'll be in pain half the day, bruh. Anyway, even look at this. So check this out. What was I gonna say? Isn't it interesting how when it comes down to gambling and how easy it is to rope people into gambling and the access that comes with it, even like what I said earlier, when it comes to access, even for like sponsors, a lot of sponsors, the easiest way to get a sponsor is through gambling, and people make their bread that way, not necessarily through people gambling, but through signups. You know, it's almost like an affiliate marketing kind of situation. But even then, that's another way to rope people into gambling, affiliate marketing. There's numerous different marketing methods that people can use that's going to rope people in to these little addictions. And these little addictions become big problems. So even then, is that not crazy?
I actually lost. This is you being very disingenuous. This is you getting online basically saying, look, y'all, I lose sometimes too, but hey, when I win and I win $10 million and I post it, y'all might think I can win this shit too. Whole time, you lost on purpose. You can't lose in this situation. Drake lost this money that went right back into his pocket realistically. You're too intertwined with this company. But Drake and Stake are one. Anytime a game go on, anytime it's a big sports event, you always seeing Drake post it. Drake has whole commercials with Steak. He has whole deals with them. Remember the drone when it crashed into Drake on the roof and it had Steak open on the computer? You think that was real? That was just an ad. They know what they're doing. But back to Academics Chat Dude. For context, right? The Academics TV account is a Twitter page that posts nothing but BS. If any artist, any person, anybody on the internet says anything negative about Academics, they will get on Twitter and engagement farm with this artist's name, whether if it's true or not. Academics gets mad at somebody, Academics TV will get online and they will spread slander. Like I said, doesn't matter if it's true. They're gonna and tell a whole lot that's not even the truth, or tell the truth but misword it, make it look worse than what it actually is. And that's basically what this account is, just malicious, okay? And Grand Wizard Chat nigga, George Wynn ain't just a Twitter page runner. Like you heard, he has a part to play in this lawsuit. He has a big part to play in the gambling epidemic in hip hop. Wynn was recently served legal paperwork in Australia, according to reports. Several people have circulated photos that allegedly show him being served documents tied to multiple lawsuits. None of these allegations have been proven in court, but they are heading that way. The complaint claims Drake, Aiden Ross, Academics, and Wynn allegedly worked together with Steak's help to use the gambling platform to discreetly move money around. Moreover, they financed fraudulent music botting, and the lawsuit also alleges that it was Drake's goal to inflate his streams, boost his notoriety, and influence recommendation algorithms against competitors and pull New Jersey residents into what the complaint calls an unlicensed online gambling platform. For one, George Wynn, Grand Wizard Chat nigga, he not even black. He's Grand Wizard though. That's what you go by. Grand Wizard has been around for a very long time. Like, this isn't a new character. This is somebody that's been tied into Academics for years. I remember years ago, old Academic stream, Grand Wizard was a part of that. He was running meme accounts. This isn't a random, but I'm not here to dig into that. We're talking about this gambling epidemic. The irony of this is for Drake to be named in an artificial botting lawsuit, getting put in his RICO basically, is so ironic coming from the fact that he was the main one saying Kendrick was botting not like us. He had all these lawsuits going on saying, bro, Kendrick not really this big. Kendrick had bots push this song. Kendrick paid YouTubers.
Boy, let me tell you something. Don't it come full circle? Does it not come full circle, bro? Let's keep it tall. Can we all sit here and just agree? Don't it come full circle? It come right back on themselves, man. I'm telling you. They want to sit there and talk about, oh, it's him that's been botting this whole time. But let me gamble and get this shit though. My nigga. It's right under y'all eyes, bro. Right under y'all noses. They really playing in y'all face. This is why I do what I do. I don't like people playing in my face, bro. That's crazy. They doing it to themselves, man. I'm telling you. They be their own downfall. You out here trying to go this way. Meanwhile, everybody else going this way. Bro, it's getting to a point where the methods are a little too obvious. And the fact that it's obvious, it gets concerning. It's got to stop, bro, because it's stupid. I'm telling you, bro. Full circle, bro. Come on, say it again.
For years. I remember this isn't a random, but then an artificial botting lawsuit, getting put in his RICO basically. It's so ironic coming from the fact that he was the main one saying Kendrick was botting not like us. He had all these lawsuits going on saying, bro, Kendrick not really this big. Kendrick had bots push this song. Kendrick paid YouTubers to do this. Kendrick paid this person and that person to push his narrative whole time. You was inflating your own shit with gambling money. That's real ironic. That's real ironic. But like I said, this gambling problem isn't just hip hop. This is more than music. This is bigger than Drake. This is bigger than Academics. It's bigger than everybody. Because gambling is a thing we see ruin lives. People young, people old, people get addicted to gambling and throw away all of their money, all their life savings. And with gambling being pushed as much as it is right now, everybody's eyes are on it. Meaning so many of these children who otherwise wouldn't have had this put in front of them are now.
So keep this in mind. Aside from security, I also work retail, right? So check this out. When I work retail, I work with a very wide age range of individuals. Some people older than me, some people younger than me. Regardless if it's older, this is what's interesting that I see when people interact when they're gambling. So we have some managers that do gamble. at the place that I work at. Of course, I'm not going to name it. I'm not going to talk about anybody like that because that is not my place, but I'm just sharing an experience that I have witnessed. So let me just go ahead and get that clear. And let's also not forget this video is strictly for entertainment purposes. As you can see from the big box over there at the bottom, the run along text, that's going to let you know that this is strictly for entertainment purposes. So for everything that I'm saying, it's pretty much fiction, but it's good fiction. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and continue. So I've seen this interaction, right? Interaction. You have some of the older, or one of the older managers. They're actually talking with the younger, like, employees about the bets that they place. And they're talking about, yo, what's your bet? What does it look like? What team you betting on? What do you think the stats are? Like, they're looking up statistics. They're looking up history. They're looking up anything and everything to go ahead and place their bets. It's gotten crazy to a point where you see some people sit there and talk about, yo, I'm in a hole right now. I lost way too much money betting. And I'm trying to get my money back. One individual that I talked to, they said that they lost around $5,000 money that they had in their savings. And now they got to work to get it back. So now they got to work all these extra shifts, pick up extra jobs on the side to make their $5,000 back. Look how fast they got rid of it. And now look at all the work they got to do to get it back. Just like that. All through gambling. Big, nasty addiction. That's a problem. That is a big goddamn problem right there, bruh. And when you hear the age on these individuals, let's just give you a quick demographic for the audience that I'm specifying. So let's just say the age range demographic is from 19 to 35. That's a healthy age range. Is it 19 exactly? No. Is it 35 exactly? No. But on average, it falls in that age range. So that's a little food for thought for everybody at this point. All right? But let's keep going.
Wanting to bet all the time. Every time their favorite sports team play, they go to the game, they watching the game, they betting all their money on it. They losing most of the time.
I lost
but hey, they get that
$10,
one win, and now it's like, okay, I won this one time, I go in again, That's why I never got into gambling. That's one thing I would never partake in because we getting addicted. And the man on TikTok who goes by the name Dr. Dan Pediatrician, he would make a video talking about this. He was like, I feel like the next big addiction for this new generation isn't the vapes, ain't no weed, ain't no cigarettes. It'll be gambling because of how it's pushed.
I know what the next big addiction is going to be. Don't believe me? Want to bet? When I see teenagers, I usually talk to them all the time about things like vaping and smoking. But the new one, I started learning when I was watching the World Cup. You ever notice the commercials on sporting events? Every 4 minutes there's a betting commercial that comes on. It's not just about sports betting. It's about poly marketing, Kalshi, and these prediction markets. All these things that parents don't really know about. But your teenagers do. And they're using their own money to find this out. And they're experimenting. And the companies know this. And so they're attacking those kids at the most vulnerable part of their lives. They're impulsive. Their prefrontal cortex aren't.
He's not lying. Their brains aren't even developed yet. They don't even comprehend life for real. These people 16, 17 years old, they still trying to figure out, damn, I got a test tomorrow, bro. I gotta figure out what I'm about to eat at lunch. Like, nigga, they should not be having gambling pushed in front of them. They ain't even lived a life yet. The way gambling is being pushed is not, it's just a recipe for disaster.
And then they're going to get locked into these evil businesses that are not just going to destroy them financially, but they destroy families. You have kids hiding, trying to find ways of finding enjoyment. In the end, they're causing themselves damage that could be irreparable. If you don't think it's happening in your house, be mindful. You're taking a big gamble not paying attention to it.
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta listen to what Mr. Dr. Dan's saying because he is talking that shit. How many people do you know in real life that bet? That sports bet, that bet on competitive video games, that bet on UFC fights, that shit, even be in prediction markets. I guarantee you it.
UFC fights especially. Gambling for UFC fights go way back, if I'm going to be super honest. So it's not even a surprise that I hear that.
You would know at least 5 people that is into gambling. Whether they go to the casino for real, whether they go and go play poker, you know somebody that gamble. And that shit is kind of crazy. And with the way it's being pushed now, it'll only get worse. I guarantee you it will only get worse. You probably 5 years from now, you got a kid, you gonna be like, yo, what you got going on? Shit, nigga, I'm gambling, bro. I'm putting money down on this game right now. You get what I'm saying? Don't even get me started on the prediction markets. Past the gambling on sports and playing dice or whatever. People are out here putting predictions down on dumb shit. Like, I just don't understand the concept behind this. People's putting predictions down on, is GTA gonna get delayed? Oh, bet high or low. Is this album gonna come out on this day? Bet high or low. Is this album gonna have this feature from this specific artist? Bet high or low. Is this album dropping? Like, nigga, people are just betting on things that shouldn't be bet on, and you know what it does? Makes the problem worse.
One of the problems in our economy right now is that we have found ways, especially my friends in the tech business, have found ways to build enterprises that basically effectively monetize humanity's deepest vulnerabilities. take prediction markets, right?
Yes.
Kalshi, Polymarket, this stuff. These things are worth jillions today, but these are abominations, right? These businesses should not exist. They do not solve human problems. They create problems.
Yeah.
And they're certainly going to be terrible for the people who use them, because most people will lose. Because all they are...
Not most, majority. Majority of people are going to lose their money. These things are designed to take your money. If you're lucky enough, you're definitely going to have a blessing. You're definitely going to have a moment of clarity. Okay? But let me just go ahead and let you know, dream for that, because it doesn't come. I promise you it doesn't come. You know? So it's actually quite interesting that we explore this, because it's a bigger problem than people realize. And even if we watch this video, the problem is far worse than what it is right now. It's almost like we late to the party because the party already done left. They on their journey going around the world just ruining everybody's lives. You know? So it's wild to witness.
All this is legalized gambling, right? That's all.
That's what I call it. That's what I call it.
It's a casino online.
It's a casino to bet on nothing. Like he said, it just makes the problem worse. I keep saying it, but you really ought to understand what he put it down. Gambling will ruin not just hip hop, but really all aspects of life. People bet on anything.
Betting on roulette, you're not corrupting anything outside of that casino.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're making a micro bet on a sports event or betting on war or whatever it is, the knock-on effects of that on those institutions outside of the betting market are terrible, right? You're creating enormous incentives for cheating, for corruption, for all sorts.
And that's the thing with something like this. This conversation isn't something we seen new, but it's a problem that we've seen get worse. If you go back time machine 2016, 17, 18, what was a really big trend we seen in a lot of video games? Look at Call of Duty. You go to Advanced Warfare, what did they add? They had loot boxes.
My God. They would add loot boxes. They would add booster packs. They would have like platinum premium packs. They would have these little like, what's it called? Like lockers, closets, however you want to describe it. It's all the same because it's all loot boxes. And then you would have a certain currency that's tied to the loot box. And the idea to have this currency is you don't want to pay, because if you pay, that's money gone. And then you're doing a roulette to see, oh, am I going to get the thing that I want? Fortunately for a lot of these games, when it comes to the specific currency, there are ways to get it for free. So a lot of people, what they do is that they would stack that so that they can make purchases for exotic platinum or just premium items they wouldn't really get from like regular packs or regular like earnings, right? So it's kind of interesting. Like people really put up their money just to do a little roulette to see if they can get a god roll, to see if they can get an S tier roll, or they just end up with like a green or blue roll.
you spin this loot box and you have a chance to get this good gun, or you have a chance to get this nice looking cosmetic, right? Or you go to Overwatch 2016, they had loot boxes where you can either pay your real money or you could sit here and unlock loot boxes from playing a game and gamble for skins or gamble for this or gamble for that. And at that point, it was bad. They were like, damn, we're kind of normalizing gambling to these children. These kids are our audience to these games. We'll release these games with these gambling mechanics. Don't matter how you want to spin it. Loot boxes and shit like that in video games are gambling, which is why I got to a point in time where countries ban these type of loot boxes in games. They ban and put regulations in place for how these loot boxes could work in these video games. There's a problem that will come into hip hop. Now, look, I'm not telling you how it's going to be done, but there will be a time where gambling will take over hip hop. Something similar to this concept will be placed here. But outside of all of these other problems, even within hip hop, we see gambling affect these artists. Offset, he has had a long-term gambling problem. For a long time, we knew Offset liked to gamble, but we didn't know how much he liked to gamble until over these past few years when we had Selena Powell talking about it. We found out he owed all this money to the IRS. We're finding out that he got shot at the casino, and then as he's in a wheelchair, healing from getting shot, he's in the casino, wheelchair. We see this happening in real time with these artists.
While Offset was taking a smoke break outside of the hospital in his gown and wheelchair, folks took to the streets of social media and started talking about the money that he allegedly owes them. Ebro claimed the rapper owed him $5,000, but then he later circled back to apologize. Des Bryant claims Offset owes him $8,000 and actually hit him up a few hours before he got shot to ask him if he was down for a money play. Now the Motor City Casino in Detroit is suing Offset for $100,000 over an unpaid debt. But on Friday, Offset took to the streets of Instagram and released the following statement. Thank you to everyone who checked in on me and showed me love. I'm good, but I'm planning to do better. I'm focused on my family, my recovery, and getting back to music, realizing that life is made of quiet wins and loud losses. And then he said, life's a gamble and I'm still playing to win.
Crazy. And remember, I said this has been a long-term conversation. Before what she just spoke about, if you go back to last year, 2025, early 2025, what happened? Him and Lil TJ sparked up this whole beef that led to him getting shot over what? Gambling. TJ came out, he's like, look, bro, I gave Offset some money. Offset didn't pay me back. TJ mad about this money because he's like, bro, I gave it to you because you was trying to gamble. You didn't have it to gamble, so I gave it to you, which is crazy. Offset, Migos member, one of the most pivotal figures in modern day hip hop, in modern day culture, didn't have money.
But honestly, if I'm going to be critical about this situation, they're getting these individuals through their emotions. When you play with people's emotions, you can use them puppet strings to make them do what they want. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gotten that bad. That's how dire this situation is. That's the point that we at right now. All right, let's just go ahead and let's just talk about it. Because that's a big goddamn problem, bruh. Let's be real with it, man. It's a big problem. They're manipulating people through their emotions to try and convince them, yo, have you ever tried this before? You ever done this before? That's my own personal opinion. Of course, there's a lot of different levels that have to be explained. But just to take it at face value, the idea is to get them when they weak. That's the idea of all this. So it doesn't come as a surprise. It's the same with NBA 2K when it comes to my team. Don't even get me started.
Money to hit the casino, that's a problem. Even Lil Baby at one point said his gambling addiction got so bad to the point where he had to ban himself from all casinos. He said he had Marco Rubin call all these casinos and call all these people and say, look, Lil Baby cannot come in here. I want you to hear how much money he lost while he was at the casino.
How much?
What's the most you ever lost gambling at once?
$8 million.
What?
Okay.
1 day.
How long?
Like 1 day. Like probably 40 hours.
Yeah.
40 hours straight. I lost like 8.
Nigga, that's not 1 day. 40 hours is not 1 day, bro. That's like a day and a half, man. What are you talking? You know, you put up the numbers, but you don't know what the numbers mean.
Million.
That's not
9 million.
That's not long.
I made myself stop gambling. Like I had Mike Rubin write a letter to every casino and ban me from the casino. You know what I mean? Because I just do shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't gamble no more.
Okay.
My point exactly. That gambling shit get too critical. Lil Baby, multi-million-dollar artist. He has so much money, and he talk about I lost 8 million. Think about how exponentially that shit could grow. If Lil Baby is at a point where he got this much money, he throwing 8 million. Imagine people who don't got money like that. They throwing half their life savings away trying to hit the casino.
You understand what I can do with $8 million? I can change my life with $8 million. I can change my family life with $8 million. Y'all throwing the money away. Throw it my way. The hell's wrong with these dudes, bro? You want to throw money away so bad? Just give it to me. I know damn well what to do with that much money, bro. We about to invest. Huh? We investing. Since you clearly don't want to do it, let me do it. Swing the money my way. I'll watch how I do better. What the
Casino trying to get $1. Point is, I think more gambling regulations should be put in place. This shit should not be so easily promotable. It shouldn't be this easily acceptable, because if you're a grown man and you want to gamble and ruin your life, okay, that's one thing. But pushing this narrative onto kids whose brain ain't even developed yet, who ain't even got a chance to live life and make no money for real, and then you already, throwing this in front of them, it's a recipe for disaster.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, ain't it crazy? You on my team? What's good, Big? What's good, Big Heck? How you feeling? What's good, Sarah? You came back from Koala? Shout out. Koala's done already? Because I seen he went live again. But this gambling epidemic is more serious than people realize. It's gotten to a point where it's affecting a lot of ages. This usually happens with adults, but it's happening with teenagers. Teenagers are not even supposed to be gambling, first of all. But of course, a lot of these companies are going to mask it as something else. So it's like they're assuming it's going this way when in reality, they're still gambling. Low key, depending on where they live, that's illegal. That's why I'm not surprised where these things are starting to get banned around the world. But just looking at Offset, looking at Drake's situation, it's not good. It's not good. When you look at these pilot markets, there's prediction gambling or prediction marketing situation. It's a big goddamn problem. Let's keep it tall. It's a big goddamn problem. It's getting to a point where something's got to change. There's so many different things affecting everyone's lives that is not positive, and it's running around and ruining lives. Gambling alone. Look how gambling got into music. Look how gambling got into hip-hop. Can we just stop there at that avenue and just explore? Gambling got into hip-hop? Really? Poly markets, call sheet, prediction marketing, prediction gambling? Serious. That's where we're at right now. So instead of listening to the music, you'd rather gamble and see which song is going to be successful and which one's not. And then here's the magical part, because we talked about this before. They will put down the prediction, and what they do is that they will bot whatever song that they're predicting on to make sure that it's the winning song so that they can win the pot they're in. So it's gambling and botting. Gambling and botting. That's what's happening right now in music. When you gamble, you can bot, because based on Drake's Rico, they're using the tips that they get from gambling. And because they cannot be tracked, those can be used to technically or allegedly bot someone's music. We're not going to say who, but it's pretty obvious, right? That's where we're at right now. Koala's brain was broken earlier because he couldn't wrap his brain around the XXL freshman saying something about upside down L's being sevens. Koala is going to be counting sevens and L's instead of the sheep tonight. That's crazy. That's a really weird way to gamble, but that's how far the addiction has gotten. Just think about that. The addiction has gotten so bad that that's where it's at this point. So now the real question is, how can we solve for X? How can we kick this addiction, knowing that you're getting these kids addicted at a young age? They're not even in college yet and they're gambling. They in college going broke, spending money on tuition, trying to see if they can double it. and then they lose their money, and now they can't finish their goddamn program. Let's talk about that for a second. They gambling they paycheck, knowing that they need their paycheck to buy groceries and buy the things, the necessities that they need so they can live on planet Earth and not go broke. Let's talk about that. Gambling has ruined these individuals, and that's really sad. Oh, yeah, Sarah, I'm not surprised at all. That's the lifestyle they want to live. So it's not a surprise that that's what they want to do, right? Don't kill me. But that's what's going on right now. That's the gambling epidemic that's happening within hip hop, and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. So at this point, how do we just get rid of it? Like, the only way is just like ignore it. But the people that are already in it, they can't let it go because that's their new addiction. It's like we living in a digital crack era. That's where we're at right now. A digital crack era. Ain't that not crazy? That's wild. That is absolutely wild. So, shout out Get Like Prince. I appreciate you for the video. This is definitely good content. So, at this point, all I can say is story developing, bro. Because this ain't over. This ain't done. And it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, it is what it is. I ain't gonna lie. This seat is so uncomfortable. This chair I'm sitting in is so uncomfortable. I cannot handle it, man. I can't take this. This chair is so uncomfortable. I can't stand this chair. But at this point, we've been live for like how long? It's probably been like around 2 hours. Yeah, we just hit 2 hours and 2 minutes. So we can go ahead and charge it here. Quick stream today. Nothing too like major. We definitely got to the videos that we needed to get to for today. So that's definitely a good job for us. But at this point, this is where we're going to charge it until tomorrow. Now, when it comes to tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be live for a long time at all. Because, unfortunately, for one of the dancers here in Toronto, it doesn't look like he can stay in, Toronto for much longer. So, looks like we're going to have a going away party for one of our legends in the dance game. So, even though I can't really participate within the session, I'm definitely going to be there to show love and support because that's one of the guys right there. That's a friend right there, you know? So I definitely got to figure out a way to pull up, but tomorrow's probably going to be short because I do want to support my friend. It is unfortunate that he cannot stay. That's based on what I think is going on, of course. I don't know the exact situation as to why he has to go. But it's sad to see, you know? But shout out to the guy. I'm definitely going to pull up one way or another. I'm going to figure it out. And I'm going to show my support, you know? Because we all know for a fact, especially in the Crump community, he will be missed. For sure. So, it is what it is. All the best for that dancer? Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to charge you here. W Flex Mob, W Shadow Mob, I appreciate y'all equally. Thanks for pulling up and stopping by. Y'all already know what it is. But with all good things, they got to come to an end. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Be well and be safe. Stay true. Be you. Live long and long live. Peace. Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you are in this world. Thank you for stopping by. Like always, I greatly appreciate it. W Flex Mob, W Shadow Mob, W YouTube Mob. Unfortunately, no Twitch Mob today, but maybe tomorrow we might get that running. But don't forget to take care of your family and your friends. Don't forget to take care of people that you consider a family or friend. And don't forget to take care of yourself. And never forget to be outstanding, y'all. Peace.